Hey guys, welcome back. Today is The Hobbit. I've been super excited for this set to come out, even since I got into MTG earlier this year. I actually reread the book in anticipation for this set to release, but I got my first booster box for any game ever. First time I've ever gotten a full box just to myself, so I am pretty excited for this. I'm not going to waste any time. I know last video was pretty long, but let's go ahead and get into it. The art on this box is incredible. You see the little pony that they got there. A little bit of the Shire. Cave. And then it says, "To dungeons deep and caverns old, return to Middle-earth and experience a timeless tale's grand beginning. Set out from the Shire with Bilbo, Gandalf, and their company of dwarves in pursuit of fortune, adventure, and the dreadful dragon Smaug. Amass and recruit your armies in the shadow of the lonely mountain, then battle it out to claim the treasures of Erebor." Alright, so each booster box comes with what's known as a box topper. So I think that's just on the top. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and pull these out. I think we should be able to break this away. Slide this in. Perfect. Alright, so this is going to be our box topper. I very carefully remove this. Right. Then this is like the little set primer, I guess. Here we have the color identities and what they mostly pertain to in the set. Some sick art. Battle of the Five Armies going. Got a little secret lair sneak peek is what it looks like. Set that aside. Then we have our boosters. Ooh. Very excited. I don't remember how many come in a booster box. Let me double check that real quick. I don't think it says anywhere. Let's check the bottom. 30 boosters. 30 boosters in this box. And our box topper. I will probably leave the topper for last, just for anticipation's sake. But I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to open up, let's see, if we do 3 packs at a time, that would be a total of 10 times. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do 3 packs at a time, and then we'll review what was in them, just because I don't want you guys to sit through every single card that I open up. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, so here are some of the notable cards from the 3 packs that we just opened. We got Thror's Map. That art is sick. I really like all the little details on the map that you can see. Sorry, I know the lighting's not the best. I'm once again just using the light from my window. So we got this Thorin Oakenshield. We got Smaug, Beorn, Bilbo, Gandalf, Gollum, Nori, Dory, and we got this sick, I think it's a showcase, Thorin Oakenshield. Love that art. I think Thorin is probably my favorite of the dwarves. That might be a little bit of a basic bitch answer, but he's pretty sick. And then we got some cool lands as well. We got Mirkwood. That art is awesome. That's almost exactly how I imagined it looked like in the book. And then same with Goblin Town. Get a little bit of that foil going. I do like these dual lands as well. And then we got the Elven King's Halls, which also just looks so sick. These are mostly exactly what I imagine they'd look like from the book. I have seen the movies, but even still, it's been a while, and I read the book first, so yeah, that's the first 3 packs. Let's set everything aside here as well. So for some notable cards, at least that I thought were notable, I'm not going to go through each and every one because you guys can see the whole set list online if you want to look it up. But we got a Plains with really, really sick art again. I love the art cards for this set. We got the Arkenstone. I'm super stoked about this one. That is awesome. I love the art for this as well. That's almost exactly how I imagined it in the book. We got Owen the Brave. So we've got a lot of the dwarves so far. At the end, we'll put all of them in like a row and see if we have all of the company. I'm sure we do. We got a mountain. Also some really sick art. I like the little camp that's down there. We got Elrond. Also just really, really cool art. I'm going to be glazing the art for this set quite a bit. We got the Notary Hobbits. I thought this was funny. We got Galleon or Galleon, however you want to say it. A little bit of a foil going on. And then we got a full art mountain, which looks incredible. I think this is so sick. But yeah, let's get into the next 3 packs. Set. These are all the notable cards. We can look back through them again at the end. And then we'll get these 3 packs going. So these were the notable cards from those packs. This forest looks sick. And this is one of my favorite parts of the book as well, the whole spider segment. But that is awesome. That looks really good with this full art land as well. But then we got a foil version of Beorn. We got Bolg of the North. It's a really sick looking art. We have the foil version of the Dory that we got. We got Ori, Keeper of Songs. I can't remember if we already got that one. I'm going to try not to show too many duplicates because we already got some in these packs over here, but if I will inevitably probably show some duplicates. But here's the Iron Hills. That looks really sick. Yeah, that's dope. Got those wretched Sackville Bagginses. That is pretty much exactly how I thought they'd look. We got this really sick treatment for this great ugly looking goblin, this ugly ass goblin. But yeah, that frame is awesome. It's really sick. And then, of course, we got the Black Arrow. The arrow that killed Smaug. Spoilers. Honestly, if you haven't read The Hobbit, it's been out for decades and decades and decades, so I think almost 100 years, right? Something like that. But yeah, let's get into the next 3 packs and see how we're doing. Alright, notable cards for these packs is Lake Town. That looks fucking sick. Again, that's exactly how I imagined it looked. Through the Forest Gate. That is a really sick art as well. I'm really liking the land arts. I know I've already said that, but they're really good this set. We have Glowin the Mighty, another one of those kind of dragon scale treatments. This looks absolutely incredible. We got Bard the Bowman. Bard is also a really sick character from the book. And yeah, that's a really sick art. Nori, Teller of Tales, but foil. I think we got the regular one already. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. We got Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills. Gollum the Abandoned, so a second Gollum. We got another Dane. That's really sick art too. I like his axe. And we got Bomber, which I kind of expected Bomber to be a little fatter, not gonna lie, but that's really well done art as well. You can even see like if it'll focus, you can see the details on the bird and the squirrel, even though they're tiny on this card. But yeah, those were the notables for those 3 packs. And then we can get on to the next 3 here. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get it. So for notable cards for those 3 packs, we got Thorin's Last Stand, a little bit of a full art here, extended art, whatever it's called in MTG. But this is sick. I love this. We got an island, a couple little fishing poles, and it's also a really well done art. We'll focus on it. Got a foil Hobbit hole. Again, that's almost exactly how I imagine it looks in the book. And we got Smaug, Wicked Worm. This is a really, really sick art. Yeah, that's sick. I also know that there's probably going to be some notable cards that I'm not going over. Again, I don't know the set in and out, other than like a few minor spoilers that I've seen. I don't really know what's in this set, so I'm just going over what looks cool to me, and you know, the main characters and legendary artifacts and things like that. But I'm sure there's probably some really sick or even valuable cards that I'm not giving its own little time like I am the rest. But yeah, let's get to the next 3. Alright, in those packs, we got Lord of the Eagles foil. That is really sick. I thought the eagles were cool. Just big ass eagles fighting. We've got the Desolation of Smaug. Smaug. I think it's just Smaug, but Desolation of Smaug is sick. That is a dope card. Again, with that dragon scale treatment on the sides. That's dope. We got a foil Swamp. That swamp is sick. We got Belladonna Took, who I think that's Bilbo's mom, if I remember correctly. I might have that wrong. We have Radagast of Roscobel. Really sick art. Very intricate. It's very detailed. Very, very detailed. We got Elven Passage. That's pretty sick. Thranduil, Sindarin Liege. Sindarin Liege. That's pretty sick. We got Bilbo Luckwearer. I think this might be one of my favorite cards I've pulled so far. That's pretty sick. And that scale treatment looks so good in blue, especially just how blue the whole card is. We got Bofur. Sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely at least get one of each dwarf. I know there's multiple cards for most, if not all of them, so. All right, let's get into 3 more packs, shall we? Set all this off to the side here. I feel like even with all the cutting I'm doing, it's probably going to be an hour-long video just because there's so much to open up here. We're over halfway through the box though, so we're good. Let's get our 3 going. And let's rip them. Those packs, we got the remaining 2 full art lands that we needed, so at the end I'll line up those 4. We got My Precious. This is a sick card. I know it's not the One Ring reprint, but that's pretty sick. Very happy that I pulled this. We got Glowin the Mighty. Again, I can't remember if I already pulled this one. We got Bifur the Melodic Rider. We got the Plains, which that is sick. A little bit of Hobbiton, a bit of the Shire. We got a foil variant of the Gollum Silent Slinker. That actually looks pretty good in foil. Usually I'm not a big fan of the foils, but we got Bolg's Company. That is some really, really sick art. Very clean art. That's pretty sick. And then we got the Chief Warg. Also some really clean art. Big scary wolf. But we'll set these aside for now. And then we'll go on to the next 3. I believe, including these 3, there are only 9 packs left. So yeah, let's get it. Alright, and from those packs, we got the 3 Trolls, Tom, Bert, and William. That's another favorite part of the book for me. Let me turn that exposure up a little bit. Maybe you can actually see it. We got the other variant for Bilbo Luckwearer. It's also just really sick art, if it will focus. There we go. We got Thranduil Sindarin Liege. We got the kind of scale art variant. That's pretty sick. I really like that. We got a cool forest art. Really like that as well. We got Gandalf's staff. That's a really sick art. Yeah, I really, really like that one. It's not a legendary or anything, but I mean, it is a rare. But yeah, that's really sick. Okay, on to the next 3. Sorry, I don't want this video to be super long, so. So the only really notable ones from that set were these 2. You got the Master of Lake Town. What a bastard. And then I actually was wrong before. We needed 5 to create the full art spread, but looks like we've got it now, so yeah, that's gonna be pretty sick. And then we have the last 3 packs. It's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. So for the last 3 packs, I think the one that we got before for this full art mountain was also a foil, but just in case, we got one of those. We got a Bilbo's Gambit. I really like this card. I really like the art on it as well. That's probably also another favorite part of the book for me, is Bilbo kind of going behind Thorin's back and trying to fix it. We got that cool treatment, but for Bofur this time. We got another Gandalf, but this is Gandalf Sparkstarter. That is a really, really sick art. Gandalf is known for his fireworks. We got Rage into the Valley. I really, really, really like the art for this card. It is so sick. It looks incredible. I think we already got this one, but just in case, there's Thorin's Last Stand. Super sick art. And then Fateful Discovery. Really, really cool. That is such an important scene in the book. It's so good. So perfect. Although in the book, I don't think it glowed. I think he just kind of felt it while he was in the cave, Gollum's cave. But regardless, that's sick. So that is all 30 of the booster packs. Box is empty. That was sick. There's some really cool cards in there. I'm gonna kind of scan these all in and look at the stats just to see which card I got the most duplicates for, and I guess the overall value that I got from the cards, even though it doesn't really matter to me that much. but I also want to show you the most expensive card that we got, the most duplicates, like I said. And then I'll also spread out all of the full art lands and each of the main characters that we got. And yeah, I'll do that real quick. All right, so I have scanned in all of the cards. I only paid about $185, I think, for this box total. The overall value of everything that was in the box was $598.91. That is an insane comparison. If I were to sell everything in this booster box, I would be very happy, but I'm not going to. I like these cards too much. The card with the most quantity that we got in the entire box is actually Beorn, Reluctant Host. We got 7 of him in the entire box, which is insane. I mean, he's a cool card, but that's a lot of the same card over and over and over. And then for the 4 most valuable cards, one, we have this Fateful Discovery variant. Really, really sick card. It is worth $35.53. The Arkenstone here, $28.20. My Precious was $26.30. And Elrond Moonreader was $17.19. I am really glad that we got these 3. This one's pretty cool, but I wasn't looking out for it, so to say. I was only really looking for the Arkenstone and My Precious. And yeah, overall those stats are insane. Let me go ahead and pull up all of the cool lands and main characters we got. Alright, so these are all of the cards, or characters I guess, that we got that are actually in the main party of the story. We got a couple different kinds of each character, and the 3 dwarves that we did not get any of are Fili, Kili, Balin, and I guess Dwalin as well. So we're missing 4 of the dwarves because we have Bifur, Bofer, Bomber, Owen, Glowin, missing Fili and Kili, Balin, and Dwalin. But then we have Dory, Ori. Where's Ori? Oh, Ori. And Nori. So yeah, we have all but 4 of the members, which is a little sad because I kind of wanted all of them, but I'll be able to complete that set on my own later. And then let me get to the lands for you. All right, and here's all the full art lands that we got. These all look incredible. I think my favorite is either the swamp or the forest, although they're all really sick. I really like that forest though. That's one of my favorite parts of the book too. So there's all the full art lands. I don't think I'm gonna compile any of the other cards to see. But yeah, I'm gonna put all of these away and maybe sort them a little bit. And then we can get into opening this, and then we will end the video. So hold tight. All right. Let's see what we have in the box topper. I'm a little nervous. Hope we get something sick. All right. There it is. Let's see. That's sick. Glamdring. I think that's Gandalf's sword in the story, if I'm correct. That's pretty dope. Hold on, let me see how much this is worth. All right, I think it's too early to get an actual specific value for this card, but online it says around $11 to $20, so that's pretty sick. It is a really cool art. I'm pretty happy. It's not the One Ring reprint, but it's pretty good regardless. Overall, this set was cool. This was a cool box to open. I really enjoyed all of the cards that we got. I'm definitely going to be opening more packs from this set. Definitely even playing with the cards from the set. I've got the wrappers kind of holding these up, but yeah, these are all the cards that we got. And yeah, I'm going to be doing probably more MTG videos. Whenever there's a set that I'm super interested in, I'll probably just get a booster box and open it here on the channel. And yeah, I might even do some deck guides. We'll see. I also do collect Star Wars Unlimited, so we'll have to do boxes and or just packs for those eventually as well. But I think that'll do it for this one. It was pretty fun. I really liked that set. I will probably link the booster box in the description. If not, it won't be there, obviously. And yeah, I think that'll leave us off. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, till then, you guys have a good one and stay safe out there. All right, peace.